All right. So step one is have a talk.
There we go. Gotta have
We
a
have
talk.
to have the talk first. So
You gotta get a talk.
those of you listening, you can't go around saying you're a speaker until you have the talk.
Yeah,
And the
it's gonna
talk
make it
needs to
easier.
be practiced a little bit.
Yeah.
And a
And I'll
title.
say, yes. And when I work with people on that, what we do is it's so fast. They can't even believe how quick it is. We birth their brilliance and we come up with a call to action or like that invitation, the next step. We come up with the learning points, which is kind of the hardest part, to be honest. And then the description, that's the easiest part. And then the title it's like the cherry on the cake. So we start at the end and end at the beginning. We don't
Got
do
it.
a title first because we don't even know what the talk's going to be yet.
Okay.
So
So the
yeah.
learning points is like the value that you're giving to the audience.
Yeah. That's like the meat of it. It's just in one sentence, right? But we
Got
know, like in our speaker notes, we would have like, this is what, this is the case study we're going to do. This is the stats we're going to share. This is the story or whatever. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna put that in there.
I love it. Okay, cool. So that's step one. Step two is
You got to identify your ideal audience. Here's the thing, just like being single, just because you're single and someone else is single does not mean you are a match. Does it? No, it does not. So you have to be like, where are my people? Where are my people hanging out? Are they entrepreneurs? Are they moms? Are they Christian? Are they Spanish speaking? Like, are they in corporate? Who are these people? And that will help you identify where, you're going to go search and what kind of referrals you're going to ask for. Otherwise, it's kind of like, well, I'm single. I'll date anyone who's single. Would you date anyone who's single? I don't think so. No, you would not. No, you would. So don't be afraid to
one
be
of my
specific.
newest realizations is you also aren't necessarily a match with every man who's nice.
Oh, no, no, not at
I
all.
didn't
That is like, no, 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 no,
This is something I did not know. I found a
no,
nice guy, and my
that's,
whole excuse every time was whenever I'm like, "This isn't working," but he's so nice. But he's then finally I'm like, "Wait a minute, they're supposed to be nice." It didn't even occur to me
yeah,
that
that's a
they're
baseline.
supposed
That's just like baseline model, right? You want to have doors on the car and you want them to windows to roll up,
I remember really for real years in, I had the realization. I'm like, wait a minute, they're you're supposed to be nice.
Well,
That's
especially
not
on the
like
first
that's not the
date.
definitive factor for like getting married. It was
No.
insane, but this is the kind of stuff that we do. We don't necessarily recognize.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
And
that.
I have clients who like well, a lot of your community, I'm sure, has that where you get inundated by opportunities online, right? Where it might seem like a good opportunity for you, like, oh, I don't want to miss that. And we have this fear of missing out. I should be on that show and I should pay for this and I should do this and I should do all these things. And so there's a power in really getting clear. These are the people that I speak to. This is what I speak on because this is what makes sense for my business.
Mm,
And it helps you from getting swayed or seduced by opportunities that really are not a fit for you.
got
And
it.
we can really go back to that metaphor of the dating. Like I've been married for 10 years now, but there was a moment between my first divorce and then this marriage where I was single and I could feel myself getting seduced by a certain, if someone's really funny and smart, oh my gosh, to me, it's like you could do no wrong. And like, no, that's not true. You could be a horrible person and funny and smart.
Yeah,
So back to
and a
the,
murderer.
yeah, and a murder. Well, hopefully not, but yes, it's crazy.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so have a talk, know your ideal audience.
Yeah. And then the third thing is you need to have a clear invitation to the next step. And I know you work with people on this, Sabrina, too, but in sales, like in your business, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So many times when I'm helping someone get their talk ready to rock, the first thing we do is go, what's the invitation to the next step? And
Ooh,
oftentimes this is the biggest
yeah.
challenge
Yep.
because we're so concerned with like what I'm going to say and all the content. That content is awesome and it's going to be 95% of your talk. But if you do not have clarity on what the next step is, why did you do the talk in the first place? If you're
Mm.
building business, like if you're attracting your clients, you have to give them something to where they will find you, do this thing, buy something. I don't know whatever your thing is going to be. Like for me, I'll give tips out, or I'll maybe a strategy session or something like that. So you have to give them something that they're going to do.
That's good.
And that can be scary, which is
Is that
why
the
people avoid
same
it.
as a CTA, or is that not a
Yeah.
CTA?
Yeah. That's a
Okay.
CTA. Yeah.
The
Call to
invitation.
action. Yeah.
Yeah, invitation. Very cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.